Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm drawing the background that I used for the Hello YouTube video. I don't know, I thought this would make a pretty good first actual video. Anyways, because of how much work I did to the actual drawing, this is going to be a pretty long video. Sorry about that. But, I don't know, I think it's kind of a good thing because I kind of like talking about the drawing a little bit. So I figure I might just make it easier to talk about each thing that I actually drew in the background. Also, if you're not like into hearing my thoughts on the drawing while it's being drawn, I'll probably like right after, or if not the next day, I'll probably just upload the speed draw on its own without me talking and just put some music in the background. If you just like want to just enjoy watching it drawn, you know. If you just like watching the picture being drawn, and like that's an option. If I don't, please yell at me because I'm a dumbass who forgets shit all the time. Okay. So something that might be interesting is that most of the things that are in the picture are things that I have in my actual room. An example of that is the musical notes that are on the wall. My bedroom actually has musical notes there. Oh no. I think it's pretty cool. Random fact about that, when I was originally doing the musical notes, I was planning to, like in my actual room, not in the drawing. In the drawing, they're kind of random. I mean, in real life, they're random too. Anyways, so when I was doing the ones in my room, I wanted to use the notes from the song Bailando by Enrique Iglesias because that was like my favorite song at the time. I didn't do that because I don't remember why. I just didn't end up doing it. I kind of regret it. I wish I did. That would have been like a cool like thing. Like I'm the only one who knows. Anyways, thinking of like after I made when I was making the Hello YouTube video was things that when I was like looking at the backgrounds like oh wow if I were to made it now I probably would have added some other things to the background like stuff on the shelves mostly. One thing that comes to mind is because I made the drawing in 2018 because I was originally going to restart my channel in January of 2019. Anyways, so around that time, Deltarune came out, which is like, if you don't know, it's kind of like a sequel to Undertale. Well, I don't know if sequel, but yeah, I think sequel. And I made a Relcy plushie, so I probably would have added him. Another thing I would have added would be like something related to Hamilton, maybe like the playbook. I don't know what it's called. I don't go to musicals. I just started getting into them. Oh yeah, I also would have like probably had it like the BTS like a CD or put a poster in the like maybe on the wall. I was already a fan of BTS at the time, but I think 2019 was when I got like really started getting into BTS because I started watching like random clips like, oh, funny moments or some shit like that. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I am full army now. um, let's see, what else would I've added? Oh yeah, I probably would have also added like some skeletons because I don't know why 2019 was when I started just getting a bunch of skeletons and decorations in my room. My dad actually just brought one home because his work was gonna throw one away, and he was like, "Oh fucking I think my daughter's gonna like that." I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. So yeah, there's some things I would have changed, but I still like how it turned out overall. Okay, so here's one of the things that I've made in real life. It is a clay figure of Sans from the game Undertale. So a little story about this. The real life So a quick story about the real life version. When when I was making them, I made them out of Sculpey clay. So I had to put them in the oven, right? Um, I still wasn't too aware how to use clay at the time, or at least Sculpey clay, because I had made two other figures before that. Um, so I put them in the oven, and then it's like, oh, and I always heard like, oh, you put them in for like maybe like 5 minutes or some shit like that. And so I, so 5 minutes passed, and I take them out of the oven, and I was like, oh, he still feel. I didn't like. Obviously, I didn't. I like poked him with the, like with the. I don't remember if it was like a knife or a toothpick or something, like that. I just like poked him, and he still. I thought he was still like kind of soft, so I was like, oh, maybe he needs to go like stay in the oven longer. By the way, he's just full clay. I didn't like hollow him out or like put like foil paper in the center, which now I'm aware that that is a thing that I probably should have done, but no, he's just clay inside and out. So I thought that was the reason, because like he was pretty dense, and no, he ended up catching fire. Well, not catching fire. He ended up fucking burnt. Like he just looked burnt. There's nothing I could do. Well, about it. I was just like, oh no. And then I tried putting like apple barrel paint, white paint on him to cover up the burns. It wasn't covering up. It was too dark. So I ended up having to use the same paint that I used to paint my walls white. I don't know. I just think that's like really funny. It's kind of dumb, but it's funny. So the next thing that is being drawn is a plushie of Jacksepticeye's mascot, Sam. This is another thing that I've made in real life, but I lost him. I was like moving things around my room, and so I was put all the plushies into multiple boxes because I have so many stuffed animals and plushies. And I saw him in there, and then he was just gone. I have no idea where he went. I like we didn't put him in a garage sale because like right after we were done moving stuff around my room, my mom had a yard sale, and I know we didn't sell him because I didn't see him there. I have no idea where he went. He just disappeared all of a sudden. Oh well, what can you do, right? All right. Now this one is a little Spider-Man figure that I made out of ceramic clay. And so this was for my high school art class. The teacher that I had like right around spring break, we would end up having to be using ceramics. And I really liked that. It was cool. This was like the first thing I made out of ceramics, and the funny thing is my teacher said that it looks like an it looks like an Oscar trophy because he just has like his hand out and he just looks like an award, like a trophy. And I don't know. I think for like the first time using ceramic clay, it turned out pretty. Oh no, wait, this wasn't the first one actually. No, wait, there's another one. This is the second one. I forgot. I made a little bear thing, a little, like a little box out of ceramics that had a bear on it. Okay, I'm going off track. So this was the first figure I've made out of clay, and then I did that the next. I think I did that. Yeah, I did that the next year too. You don't see it, but like you kind of see what I made out of it, and it was. Oh my god, I'll talk about that when I get to it. But yeah, I don't know, and that I kind of just like enjoyed making clay, and that's why I wanted to try and make stuff at home, and how I made sands, and I nearly burnt, and I didn't nearly burn him, I burnt him to all hell. So yeah, I don't know. I really like doing ceramics and clay, but I don't have a kiln, so I can't do it. I can't like make anything unless I'm taking a class in college now. Oh well. Um. So the next one is going to be another figure. This one was also with the sculpt. Yeah, this one was like with Sculpey, not ceramics. Um. So after I did the Spider-Man, I wanted to. I like went home. I got home. I was like, I want to do another figure because I really liked it. I went to the store. I bought some Sculpey, and I ended up trying to make a Wolverine one, but like in a similar style to how I did the Spider-Man one, which I don't know. I was kind of lazy, and I just kind of just reused the. I just traced over it. You can tell. You can see it right there. I was just didn't feel like because it was like the same pose anyway, so I just figured why the hell not. I know I shouldn't be tracing, but what? I don't know. It just made my day easier when I was doing this. Oh, so okay, so back to the real life one. Um, again, I I was like very inexperienced with clay, so he turned out good, and I was still working on him. I came back. I was working on him, and I just left him on my desk because I had school like the next day because I was working on him at night. So I came home and I saw that he was like leaning. So I was like, oh no, what do I do? So I was like, okay, I think I put like some toothpicks in his legs or something because his feet kept falling apart. I was like, okay, whatever. I fixed it. No, I don't know what happened, but when I baked him, the clay just kind of exploded in certain parts. My only guess is that there was like air bubbles. So like the real life version, um, the arms have like holes in them. So I just painted them red to be like, oh, he just got it. He got out of a fight. And also, he's just like leaning forward a bit because the toothpicks didn't help with that situation. I don't know. This one was kind of a mess compared to the Spider-Man one. The Spider-Man one ain't the best thing ever either, but oh my god, that that was something. Okay, and here I am. I'm drawing the two One Punch mangas that I had at the time. Now I have three, but now I kind of skipped over to like after where the first season of the anime left off because I can't watch season 2 because it's not on Netflix, and that is the only way I can watch anime. Anyways, I kind of liked how the first volume looked because I wasn't trying to get like super detailed because it was gonna be so small and in the background, and there was a chance you probably weren't going to see it, but I still wanted it to be there. Um, so I really liked how that turned out, and for my painting class this past semester, I actually ended up painting the cover for the first volume as part as my final, which I think that also turned out pretty good. I don't know. I think I'm just good at recreating manga covers. Well, okay, actually, I'm not. I know I'm not because I just remembered how the second volume turns out, and oh my god, I I really like the first one, right? I really don't like the second volume of how I did it. I don't know. I mean, I just don't really like it. I'm sorry, Janos. I did you dirty. I did you bad. This, yeah. I don't know. It's not as bad looking at it now, but I didn't like it. Okay, so this next object is probably gonna date when this drawing was actually made. Um, I actually made this back in December of 2018 because I was gonna restart my channel on January of 2019. But I didn't have it fully finished because school and stuff. Anyways, so this is a subscribe to PewDiePie banner from, if you're like on YouTube, you've probably at least heard of the battle between PewDiePie and T-Series. So yeah, there's just this now, and it kind of dates it, and you probably also was one dated when the video came out. Um, Whatever. Oh, by the way, I have a story with this for another video, which involves this was gonna be part of a background, the banner for a drawing that was gonna be an exhibit in my school. That was part of my co-op class. That's another video, but it's very interesting to me. Now this is going to be something that I've made that was for a grade for my class. It's a little tiny box Tim made out of little sticks of wood. Because we had to make something using only that and just cutting the pieces of wood into whatever size we needed. And I don't know, I decided to make a little tiny box Tim, and I thought it turned out really cute. If you saw my Twitter, you probably saw it for like a second in like a dumb tweet I made like last year. But it wasn't like the main thing. Anyways. So yeah, that's cute. Okay, so these next sets, most of them are not things that I actually have. Only one of them is real. But I just kind of want to have it because I honestly just like really like plushies and stuffed animals. And I thought I wanted to include stuff from other like games or an anime, but I didn't know how to incorporate it at the time. So what I decided was to make little plushies of characters from said game or anime. Okay. So the first one up is going to be Connor from Detroit Become Human. I don't know. I really liked the. I don't have a PS4, so I was only my way of like how I got into Detroit was from watching Let's Plays, like from Jacksepticeye and Jay from the Cub Scouts. I think I saw Jay's first, and then I ended up seeing Jack's afterwards. But yeah, and I really liked Connor. I don't know. At first, like I wasn't that much of a fan of him. I was kind of like Kara around the beginning, But then as the story kind of moved on, I just ended up like really liking Connor. I thought he was cool. I really wanted cosplay as him, but like I tried to find a suit where we can just like fix it up, and it ended up turned out that it is so I got it like a Goodwill, and it's so ruined that I can't fix it. Like the sewing is all weird. The only reason why I figured that out was because I was gonna have my mom help me out, and she's like, "This suit is you can't do shit with this. It's too fucked up." I don't know. That's funny. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just rambling on. I don't know. So yeah, I honestly would like to try and make plushies out of the other three that are here, which are gonna be the first three that you see. But I honestly don't know how to how to make a human looking plushie. I only know how to do like animals, and even then, they're not that great. Because I just do what I do. I don't like look up how to sew. I just kind of give like I just grab a needle, grab some fabric, and I'm off to the races. Okay, and here is the next one. This one is Edward from Full Metal Alchemist. And can I just say, I was kind of struggling with his hair a little bit. So, because I didn't know how you do it. Anyways, I got into anime recently, like probably a year or two ago, and I remember hearing that like Full Metal Alchemist was like a really good series, so I was like, okay, I'll check it out. But when I saw that I was on Netflix and I saw that there was like two different versions. There was like Full Metal Alchemist, and then there was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I heard that Brotherhood was like, because I've only heard like as Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, so wasn't aware that there was another one. And so what I thought the first this Full Metal Alchemist, I thought that was like the first series, and Brotherhood was like the second series, like it was a continuation of the story. And so I watched that one first, and then it wasn't until like later when I was talking to like this one dude in my class, because I don't know, it was just like, "Hey, you like anime?" Like, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, watching full FMA." And then he explained that like, "Oh, no, it's like they kind of it's like a different thing. Brotherhood and just Full Metal Alchemist is like, oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm already like 3 episodes away from the finale, so might as well just keep going." And then I was watching from the first series, and then I got into watching Brotherhood, and I was like, oh, now I know why this like everyone like really liked it, because I liked I mean at the time I liked just the first series, but once I saw the Brotherhood, I was like, oh my god, this is damn, I actually like this way better. Why was I watching the other one? Yeah. I don't know why. This is turned into like a review on different series all about the thing I'm drawing. I don't know. I think it's funny. I just don't really got much to say about this one. And I didn't want to leave it like just empty air, I guess. Okay, and this one is 707 from Mystic Messenger. Earlier you might have just saw like a sketch going on right before Sam, I think. If I remember correctly, I was trying to draw the plushy version of him from the Valentine's special that they did. Special event. That's the word I was looking for. Event. So yeah, and it wasn't. I didn't like how it was turning out. I was like, you know what? I'll get to that later. So then I just drew Sam instead. Oh yeah, Also, this is another character I was having problems with the hair for some reason. I was like, I don't know. That day, I just could not draw anybody's hair. So I'm so I think I was so happy that the next one I didn't have to deal with hair. So yeah. Anyway, so Seven was actually like my favorite character from Mystic Messenger. Yeah. If you're not no, it's like a phone game. So I got it out of the app store. I actually kind of found it one time from this one YouTuber. I don't think she does. She hasn't. I don't think she's uploaded anymore. I think her name was like Anima, something like that. She was she was like a smaller YouTuber, and anyways, so she was playing. I was like, oh, that's cool. She only played did like 2 episodes of it, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I kind of just forgot about it. And one day I was just scrolling through the app store, just trying to find a game to play because I was just bored. And then I found this messenger, and I was like, oh, it's that one game that one YouTuber played. Why the you know what? Why the hell not? It's Thanksgiving break. I have a week off. What else have I got to do with my time? And then I just fell down a rabbit hole of needing to play every single of just like needing to play so like everyone's routes and like making sure I can like and like played all the different events for like different holiday or stuff like that. I ended up becoming obsessed with it a little bit. Um, like I'm not too obsessed with it now. I mean, like every once in a while, I'll just go I'll just scroll through Pinterest, like, oh hey, cool fan art. Anyways, yeah, that's cool. I actually still played it, and I still play it every once in a while. Not as much as I did. I played it religiously when I started playing. I don't know. I yeah. Oh, that actually just remembered. There's like these series of drawings that I wanted to do because like at the time, Mystic Messenger and Undertale were like my favorite games at the time, and I wanted to like do a mashup of the two, but I've never actually gotten to doing that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I'm not making any promises. I've been saying been wanting to do it for like the past 3 years. Yeah, I think the game's been out for like 3 years now. So, yeah. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Next plushie that I'm drawing is one that I've actually made in real life. It's Morgana from Persona 5. I think it turned out okay. The real life version is not. I don't know. I kind of like how I drew him more than I did have him in how I actually made him. I don't know. I still gotta work when it comes to sewing plushies, and because he's kind of flat, not like super flat, but like It's whatever. Anyways, so a quick story. I made him for a convention because I was dressing up as Joker for Comic Con, right? And while I was like walking around the con, I kept him in my pocket to make sure I didn't lose him. Well, I think it was like when I took him out of my pocket at some point, his tail just falls right off of him, and I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? Thankfully, there was a cosplay nurse. Basically just like this like they just like come and help out with your costumes. She had like not a bobby pin, a safety pin. So I managed to stick his tail back on. But I don't know, that was just an interesting experience. Not the worst costume mishap I've had, but that was still kind of interesting. So this next thing that I'm making, oh my god, I was struggling so much to draw him. It's oh my god, just remembering it is giving me like flashbacks or some shit. Um, so what I am drawing right now is Trico from The Last Guardian. When The Last Guardian came out, I just fucking loved Trico. Like he was so cute. um, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So the thing that's being shown drawn right now, I I struggled with so much, and it was just so hard. I'll get more into it when I actually get it done. Like when I'm actually working on the drawing for this one, because I got so frustrated I had to stop and had to move on to something easier, which was another book. Place your guess on what it was. Okay, so what decided to move on to was the FNAF books. I actually was like pretty into FNAF like when it was like very popular. Like I wasn't like the biggest fan, but it was like I found it interesting, and I actually got the like two of the books. One, I think my mom actually got me the second one for like a birthday or a Christmas present. I still haven't finished reading. I've only like fully read the Silver Eyes. I haven't finished Twisted Ones. I'm like halfway through. It's been 2 years, and I've never finished it. I really need, I really need to because it's like I get it. Like just finish it. I don't know why. I just kind of stopped reading it, but I did. Oh yeah, it was because I was trying to read it for December, like for October, because I was like, ooh, spooky, Halloween. But then it was around college, so I didn't have time to read it. Okay, here I am back with Trico from The Last Guardian. Please excuse my accent. I don't know why I always say Trico like that. Um, I was struggling really hard to draw him, and I had to take a break, and I ended up drawing him on my phone. I have the same app that I use for my tablet on my phone. So what I did was that I drew it there, and then until I got it somewhat okay, and then I just transferred it over to my tablet so that way I can finish drawing. And then I kind of realized I forgot to do the fucking leg or arm, whatever you want to call it. And so then I had to struggle with that. Oh my god, I I love Trico. He is so cute, and I wish he was like a real creature because I would want. Because I would love to have like a gigantic cat, bird, dog. I honestly think he looks more like a dog, but I've heard people like say like he's like a cat bird, but I think he looks more like a dog. Like I don't know. Like, but oh my god, I was struggling so much, and then I know looking back at it, like I thought the foot looks great, but looking back at it now, I was like, oh my god, what was I thinking? It looks like shit. um, So another reason why I made him was because I actually made a ceramic version of him for my art class, and the real thing like looks alright. I think it looks pretty good. Except for like one of the ears, it like got blown off, so then I had to remake an ear, and then I ended up making it too big, but it's like whatever. Now he's got one big ear. um, but I was just struggling so much to draw Trico. Like first it was the pose, then it was his claw, then it was his tail. Like I was just I had an easier time making like basically like a small statue figure of him than I did like drawing him. Like oh my god, it would just struggle after struggle after struggle. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess he turned out fine in the end, but oh my god. I honestly like while I was doing it after it, I was like while I wasn't doing it, I was like, why did I have to pick Rico? But um, I just pulled through and I finished it. But I honestly probably wouldn't do it if I had to, for some reason, redraw this entire thing. Rico would not be in here. Like I pulled through, but God, just remembering how many issues I had, I would rather just like not have to deal with that headache. I'm trying to draw him. I love him, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't draw you again. Oh, yeah, it's whatever. Like, it's whatever, you know. Oh yeah, and then I remember like later on, I decided I don't think I was originally gonna do wings, but then later on I decided, you know what? He got some cool ass wings. I'm gonna give him some fucking wings. You can't see it right now because right now I'm doing the horns, but um, I just and then that was a bit of an issue too. I think I don't remember. Trico was just an issue through and through. uh, I'm so glad that like after this I drew something very easy. I'll probably just mention it here because I don't know how much time I'm going to have. Doing with the next drawing. So you know like how in the game I'm trying to remember because it's been so long since I've seen Jack's Let's Play of it. Again, like how I don't have a PS4, so how I experienced it was through watching Jacksepticeye's Let's Play. If I remember correctly, I think there was like there were barrels that you had to like feed them, and if I remember correctly, I think there was like little butterflies coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so. I decided to have him reaching out to like catch like a little butterfly. Um, to kind of like get a hint to kind of get that element from the game, but instead of but it's like a butterfly from another game. If that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Coloring wasn't like too hard. Like oh yeah, so you know how I always do like those eye shines? Um well, because Trico, his like when he's like doing that like lightning thing with his tail, his eyes kind of glow like purpley. So I thought instead of like having it white, I'd do like the little purple like eye shine. And I honestly think that looks really cute. I don't know. What do you think? And I thought it was also kind of cool because like kind of differentiated a little bit. But but I don't know. I think it looks nice. You can probably think different. You could probably think it's like, oh, you should have just like went with the regular whites. It's fine. Okay, and here's that butterfly I was talking about. So the butterfly that I'm doing is the butterfly from Life is Strange. Um, thinking back, like if I were to redo this drawing, I probably would have put in like Polaroid because I feel like that might be a little more iconic. Is that the word I'm looking for? Probably. And also because now I have an old Polaroid. My mom found it in my dad's closet, and she knows I like retro things, so she was like, "Here you go." I need to find some film for it though. But I don't know. I thought but I still kind of like the butterfly idea because it kind of goes with treacle a little bit, and I just think it looks kind of cute. Okay, so right here, I wanted to like put some stuff on the desk so it didn't look too empty, but I didn't really want to have like other figures or stuff like that. So I thought like I'd just put up some drawings that I've made on my tablet. So that way it's like, oh, like you can kind of just, it also kind of gives like hints and stuff that's going to come later because the Ryuk drawing is a drawing that's going to be a video for like Halloween. Okay, and here I am. Okay, this is, call me a weirdo, but I have a katana in my room. Like it's hanging over my closet, and I like for the longest time I wanted one, but I was like always going back and forth like, oh, should I get one? Should I not? Cause like it's just gonna be in my room, like just hanging up on the wall. But I ended up getting it, and just think it looks really cool. Call me a fucking weeb. I don't care, or like a loser. I don't care. I have a katana, and and I love it. Um, and I think I kind of got this one because I don't know. It kind of reminds me. Oh wait, no. Also, oh my god, I just remembered something. So along with that, I have this Deadpool umbrella. I just remembered I had this. My mom got it for me for my birthday, and it's like a Deadpool umbrella, but the handle is a katana hilt, and it's like I think it's like similar to to the katana that I actually have in real life. The handle. Well, like the only next. Oh no, wait, no, because it's all black. Never mind. I'm a dumbass. Um, So yeah, I'm just a weirdo who likes swords. Well, it's kind of I kind of make jokes that like I'm just like a weirdo who likes like blades and stuff because I also have a bunch. I have like a bunch of knives. I don't like they're just like decorations in my room. Like I have this one where the knife is like shaped like a dragon, and the only reason why I bought it because I thought it looked cool. And I also wanted to get another katana or another sword, but I was like, I have nowhere to put it. And I'm kind of glad because what would I do with two swords on my wall? I don't know. I find it funny. Call me a weirdo. I don't care. I like my katana. Okay. So right around here, it's just gonna be a lot of shading. So I'm gonna just speed it up because it's like really small shading, and it's not gonna be like I feel like you could like just barely see it in normal speed because it just goes in certain areas. It just goes so fast, and you're like, what's happening? So I'm gonna just like end the video here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my rambles. I'm actually like recording this while looking over the original video. Um, so if I'm just rambling, is because I am, and I'm just kind of thinking of stuff to say like on the spot. But I hope you can make some sense of the nonsense I am just spewing right now. Okay. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider watching my other videos when So, okay. So I'm going to just end the video here. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. And I'll see you later.